The world turns its eyes to champions. The world celebrates peak performance. The world watches discipline on the biggest stage. And that is perfect because you do not watch greatness for entertainment. You watch greatness to copy the same standard. You are not late. You are not behind. You are early if you start moving now. Today is not normal. This week is not normal. You carry power right now. You carry focus right now. You carry the ability to change your life in 1 week. So you do not scroll this week. You do not drift this week. You do not sleepwalk this week. You train, you build, you execute because this is championship week. The Olympics open today. The Super Bowl is this weekend. The whole planet is tuned to performance, and while the world watches them, you become them, not in the sports but in your life. In your life, you become the champion in discipline, in output, in standards. Listen carefully. Most people watch champions and feel small. They say, I could never become like them. That is a weak thinking. Winners watch champions and say, that is the level I climb. So today you make one decision. You start living like the game day because your life is not a rehearsal. Your life is the event. And every day you delay, someone else builds their dream. So this is the shift. You do not chase motivation. You build a system. You do not chase feelings. You chase proofs. You do not chase feeling. You chase results. Results mean finished work. Results mean proof. Results are discipline. Now I give you the championship week protocol. Simple, brutal, effective. Train your body. Train your mind. Train your focus. No complex plan. No fancy tools. No excuses. Because champions win with basics. Move one. Train your body, not for ego, for authority. A trained body gives you a trained mind. You move 20 to 40 minutes every day. Push, pull, legs, core, run, fast walk, climb stairs. You sweat on purpose. Because when you train your body, you train your identity. Move. 2. Train your mind. This is called control mode. Control mode means calm, sharp, disciplined. You set the day before the day sets you. Write your plan. Write the one task that pays you. Write the one output you finish. Write the one habit you protect. That is control. Most people lose because their day is random. Your day is designed. Produce output. That is move. 3. Produce output. This is where money lives. Not in talking, not in planning, but in executing output. One finished output per day. Even if it is not perfect, because perfection is not power. Completion is power. Protect your focus. This is where champions separate. No phone, no scrolling, no notifications while you work. You do not let random people rent your mind for free because your attention is your income. Enter the pressure mode. Pressure mode is when you do not feel like it. Pressure mode is when you want to delay. Pressure mode is when you get tired. And in pressure mode, you say only one line, I execute anyway. That is the difference. Average people need the perfect mood. Winners need just one decision. Now, let us connect this week to something deeper. Why do the Olympics matter even today? Because it shows what the human body and mind look like when excuses are removed. Why does the Super Bowl matter this weekend? Because it shows what pressure looks like when the whole world watches and your life has pressure, bills, deadlines, family, health, fear, doubt, but you are not here to become comfortable. You are here to be capable. So you stop asking, is it hard? Instead, you do what is required. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth that creates money. Money does not come from motivation. Money comes from mastery. Mastery comes from repetition, not repeated talk, repeated execution. So this week, you build your unfair advantage. You do what others skip. When they sleep, you train. When they scroll, you build. When they complain, you produce. When they quit, you repeat. That is how you become unstoppable. Now I want to lock a powerful image in your mind. Millions watch champions this week. They clap, they cheer, they post updates. Then they go back to the same weak routine. Not you. You use these events as a trigger. Every time you see a highlight, you do a set. Every time you hear a crowd, you open your laptop. Every time you feel the hype, you create output. You turn the world's event into your personal upgrade. That is elite thinking. Now, here comes the closure. If you want high views, high subscribers, high money, you need only one thing. A standard people can feel. People do not subscribe to your words. People subscribe to your identity. When they hear your voice, they must feel this person lives it. So you live it. This week you do not chase comfort, you choose proof, because proof travels, proof spreads, proof gets shared. And at the end of this week, you are not the same. You walk different, you speak different, you choose different, because you train like the world is watching. Right now, stop thinking. Thinking is not progress. Thinking is delay in a clean suit. You already know what to do. You just avoid doing it because action removes excuses. So we end excuse here. You do not need more clarity. You need movement. Clarity comes after movement. You do not wait for confidence. Confidence is a reward for action. You move first. Confidence follows next. That is how every strong person is built. Look at your life honestly. What you repeat, you become. If you repeat comfort, you become weak. If you repeat effort, you become dangerous. There is no middle path. This is the moment where average lives are decided. Average people hear this message and say, good talk. Serious people hear this message and stand up, not later, now. You do not need to finish the whole plan today. You need to start the plan today. Start breaks resistance. Once resistance breaks, momentum takes over. Momentum is stronger than motivation. Momentum does not ask questions. Momentum carries you forward. So you do one thing immediately after this video. Open the notebook, write your task, start the timer, begin your task. No background music, no perfect setup, just start, because starting is power. Most people live in preparation mode. They prepare, they plan, they watch, and they wait. Waiting feels safe, waiting feels smart, but waiting kills future. While you wait, time does not stop. While you wait, someone else is building. While you wait, opportunities move on. And people say, life is unfair. No, life rewards speed and consistency. You are not here to complain. You are here to compete, not with others. You are here to compete with yourself. Every day you wake up, you either upgrade or decay. There is no pause button. So you stop asking, is this enough? Enough for what? Enough to win today? No, winning today is the only objective, is the very first plan. You do not win the year in one single day. You win the next hour. You win the next task. Win the next set. Win the next decision. Small wins stack into big dominance. That is how normal people become rare. You do not wait for life to change, you force life to respond, and life always responds to pressure. Apply pressure through action. This is the line where talk ends. From here, everything is execution. You act now, because action is the real share, action is the real like, action is the real comment, action is the real proof. This is the truth nobody wants to hear. Your life does not change when you feel inspired. Your life changes when you repeat hard actions daily. Consistency. That's it. No secrets, no hacks, no shortcuts. Work, repeat, upgrade. If you want power, you train. If you want respect, you deliver. If you want freedom, you build skill. If you want money, you produce value. Everything else is noise. Stand up, do the work, finish something today. People who start now do not need motivation tomorrow. They already become momentum, and momentum does not stop you. Start, finish, repeat,